We lived at a place, we got TP'd, and my wife was mad, but I was so tickled. I want to take out all that free toilet paper to make matches for our wood stove. It was a blessing. We're going to be putting together a new fire kit for our next video, and I wanted to show you how I put a fire kit together and what items I put in it. I'm using this. I've tried many things throughout the years, and this is waterproof. I've actually took one of these containers, swimming, kayaking, and completely submerged underwater just to do tests, and this is perfectly waterproof from my tests that I've done. The first thing I put in there is a big lighter. I always make sure I have at least one of these in here, and this is my wax coated yarn, and this is 100% yarn. Now this will burn like a candle, so I can light it right here, hold it up like that, and I can't remember, but I believe a piece this long burns like 8 minutes. Here is the yarn. This is the brand. I buy this at Walmart. You can probably order it here. 100% cotton, and they got different size. You can buy big spools of this, small spools of this. This normal yarn, it will melt. This will not melt. It will not smell bad like the acrylic and the polyester and stuff. Just 100% cotton. And I use a ferro rod. This is my ferro rod. You've probably seen me make fires with this one. I've used this in a lot. This is a piece of fat wood that is probably no longer fat wood. You don't need that. I just glue that into it. That will go in here. Next is my blower. I use this to help light a fire if I need it. I rarely use this, but it's nice to have if I need it, and I also use it as a straw. And I have survival strike anywhere matches. Well, depending on where you come out, they're called survival matches or strike anywhere matches. So I don't just put these in there. What I like to do is I will take a piece of this to this, and I will wrap it up to the tip, back down. And you can go as far as you want with this. I don't never really cover the whole match usually. Usually go about right there. But for this one, I'll go all the way. And all I'm doing is twisting. And I've actually never tested one of these. I actually lit one of these fully wrapped, like I had to see how long it burns. So I actually do a test on that. And you don't have to tie these. They'll actually just hold together, just like this. And you can shove these back inside the box, which is what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to make you watch me do all that. So the reason I like these matches, in case you don't know, the strike anywhere matches, as long as you break the tip of that while striking it kind of fast and smooth, it will light on anything just about. I'm not going to demonstrate that here, but I can in a later video. I'll also have the striker in there. But outside of that, just having this, and which is the way I normally do it, I rarely use the strikers, but I do keep me one in here, is I will light the tip of that, just a real quick, like this, it lights, I set it to the side. This is lit now, and I'll hold it like this, get it going, and then I stuck it under my tinder bundle or under my sticks. You don't need a tinder bundle if you got this. I've lit wet sticks before with this. So this right here, what I normally do is I'll stick this into the fire, get my fire lit. Once the fire's lit, I take this back out, blow it out, and I'll reuse this. I don't never just use one and waste it. But you can actually dip this in water. That part will have trouble lighting, and the stick part will have trouble lighting, but this will light just fine, as long as you dipped it in wax. I have a video on how to make this. It's an older video. If somebody wants to see me do this again or an updated version of this, I'm more than happy to do it. I'll also put some of these, and I usually measure them to about the length of a match. I just eyeball it. It don't have to be perfect. I put a few of these. And again, these will last a long time. These I don't really put in a fire and pull out. These I usually light and just leave in there. This is also how I light my wood stove. So I take me a little stack of these, and they are going to, and now I'm going to show you how I make my big one. Okay. The big one I only use in an emergency when stuff is wet. And I'll come back and tweak this. This is just to speed the video along. I'll come back and work on that. So this, and I'll fold it in half. I'll fold it in half again. And if this is a longer piece, I'll fold it in half again. And then I just twist this together. And again, I will light this, and this will burn. So this will actually burn around 8 to 10 minutes. Sometimes I've gotten about 5 minutes worth of testing. But the difference with this is your flame is so much hotter It's so much brighter and larger when you do it this way. So I'll make a few of these. And believe it or not, just with what I have in here now that you've seen me put in there, not even counting this ferro rod, just with the way I know how to do it, there's hundreds of fires right here, if not more. Like I know how to build a fire, how to stack the sticks. I can light one very easily. Add this in there and it's a lot of fires. But I'm done with this kit. If I have more room, I will just add stuff that I might not normally use. Like I might take one of these big lighters and I might wrap some duct tape around it. I might need the duct tape, I'll throw it in there. This is one of my other fire starting kits. This was just sitting in it where I got extra, where I have extra space, and I did that and just throwed it in there. I made this probably 8 years ago, give or take. I rarely use it. This is actually going to go in here. I made this out of my other fire starting kit. It got busted, so I'll go and add it in here. And I'll give you an example. I wrapped this and made this close to 8 years ago, give or take, and I still have it. I've used it to light almost every one of my wood stove fires in the last few years. And I had it in my fire starting kit. So it will go in here. But this is very easy and cheap. So what I'm really wanting to get across here is just how cheap this is. So with this little pack, there's 102 yards here. It's around $250. And there's larger, if you buy the larger one, it's cheaper. Actually, I have a larger one. Here's a larger one I did. This sits in an ammo can I got by the wood stove. So this is like $250. When I first started out, I used a mixture of tea light candles and crowns. So during school season, crowns are like a nickel a box, give or take. And I'd melt down those, mix some tea light candles in there. I didn't need to use the tea light candles, I just had some. And I would get me a pot full, melted down, and I would just drop this down in the pot. And just kind of submerge it. You don't have to submerge it. As long as you're at least halfway, it will suck it up the yarn. And I'd let it sit for like 10 seconds, pull it out, and it'll be hot. And I set it on a plate. And again, I can do that in a video if somebody wants to see. This will last you a really long time. Really long time. Now, you can buy fire starting kits online. They're really expensive for what they are. I have another one I can't show I made. I don't know the legality on that, so I won't show that one. But it's essentially, I made the storm matches. So it's, I'm not putting it in this kit. I rarely used them. Didn't really have a use for them. There's no point in me making them again. And what I'm also going to do is, I'm not going to bore y'all to what balls. And I'm going to dip these. And what I do is I dip this in. Some pins, I might open one up some. So like this. And then I will dip this in wax, pull it back out. Everything I dip in wax is in there for like a second or two. It's not in there long at all. So I dip it, pull it back out. And I can cut this. I can wrap this around a match. If you take a whole cotton ball and do nothing to it, just submerge it, let it sit for like 2-3 seconds, pull it out. If you light that cotton ball after it's hardened, it will burn for over 30 minutes. I have a whole bunch of these made sitting in an ammo can, an airtight ammo can. And just one of these in an emergency, and I've had to do it a handful of times because we get power outages out here, especially in winter. I can go outside and set one of these down on a thing I got made, and I can boil water on it. I can cook. I've cooked full meals for my family. I fried burgers just using one of these dipped in wax. It burns for a really long time, and it burns really hot, but it produces a shit ton of soot. So be advised of that. I wrapped my pot in some aluminum foil before I done it. So I'm going to make, in this particular kit, I only use this in an emergency. These are like when it's really bad, I need a fire now, somebody fell in the river. That's the only one I like these. I actually have some of these in my other kit that's been in there for 10 years or more I've never touched. I just don't really have to. They're just there in an emergency. But I have fell into a river in the middle of winter before and had to strip all my clothes off and build a fire, and that was what I used. I lit it, gathered all my stuff, run around the woods naked, gathered what I needed, and built me a fire and threw one of these in there, and that fire got to roaring, and I was happy to have it. So that's the only time I really use them. There might be a few other odd ends in here, but this is just the basics of. This is a simple fire starting kit. Down the one of the grocery aisles at Walmart, they carry a mini version of this. This is a tackle box, but another company makes something similar to this. It's a mini kit, and it's like 20 bucks for 3. It's half the size of this. So I have a few of them. Actually, I have one of them just about every one of my bags we carry in the woods. Even though I show y'all my bags we take out, stuff we do, there's always one of them just in one of them bags. There's one in my hunting bag. I slipped one in my dad's hunting bag and didn't know it was in there. I just have it there just in case of an emergency. And it has everything you see in here, just not as much of it. But I know I didn't have these dipped in wax to show you, these dipped in that to show you. If anybody really is interested in what these look like, I can show you a video on how to make them. I can actually do the torture test. I can show you cooking me burgers on one like I mentioned. I can actually go out and build fires with these. But our next video coming out is a bug out bag. So I will be showing you what is in my bug out / get home bag that stays in my truck. And I have a mini version of it that stays on my motorcycle. If I'm going somewhere that's really far away than what I'm used to being that's close by, I'll take both. If I'm within 2-3 hour drive from the house, people don't realize how long that is walking, I usually take my big bag. If I'm just within an hour from the house, I usually take my little bag. They essentially have the same thing in them, but I will show that in that video. I didn't want to bore y'all with me nitpicking everything in this, but when I show you the bug out bag / get home bag, and I explain what's slashed in that video, this will actually be put fully together, and I'll be able to go over a little bit more in detail then. I just wanted to get a video out, let you know what's coming up, and to show you the basics of this, in case somebody is out there in a situation where they need this in their life, and they have the means to get at least some of this. I started out with tea light candles and cotton balls, trimmed on myself. I used toilet paper. I'd break a sheet of toilet paper and I'd twist it and dip that in the tea light candles, and I would make like a job. I would sit all day, every day for like a week, and I'd go through a whole giant pack of toilet paper, and then I would store that, and that's what my wife and me used to light fires when we first got together. And it was, at the time, really inexpensive. We lived at a place, we got TP'd, and my wife was mad, but I was so tickled. I want to drink out all that free toilet paper to make matches for our wood stove. It was a blessing. So, if anybody has any questions, let me know. I can do anything I mentioned in this video, and thanks for watching.